I'm Ben Lanz, Executive Advisor for APC Media, Power Systems Technology Magazine. We're here at IEEE Grid Edge in San Diego, California to interview thought leaders in our industry to hear their insights into the challenges that we've been facing for the last couple years and what do we need to be working on. Through these interviews, we're going to bring their insights to you, our readers. I hope you enjoy. Our next guest is Davoud Zamani with GridWrap. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're the CEO and co-founder of GridWrap.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, how you got in the industry, and a little bit about the company.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ben, for this opportunity that I can discuss about our company. I am Davoud, CEO and co-founder of GridWrap. My background is about material scientists, polymer composites, and around a couple of years ago, I was driving in our neighborhood, and we had pole changes going on by one of the utility in the local area. And it took us a while to get our electricity back, and I see a closure of the street. And I know that the composite has lots of potential. We are already using the composite in aerospace, other industries. And then I said, okay, what if we can use this on the pole? Instead of replacing the pole, we can apply it on the existing poles. I mean, you know, the composites are very strong, 5 times stronger than steel. And this is kind of a trigger in my mind. We did a couple of testing in the labs, and we realized, yeah, it's really, you know, you can use this as a new pole. Instead of replacing the pole, you can apply the composite system that we have developed, that you can make the pole much stronger. On top of that, the system itself is a fire resistant.
Fire resistant and stronger.
Exactly, much stronger. We did test one of the utilities, they sent their pole, and we were able to triple the load capacity of the pole. Pole 3 times stronger.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is substantial. That's a great story about you had that personal experience and then you had the technical background and you put the two together. That's it's a great innovation story.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what I'd like to ask you about is, well, we're here at the IEEE Grid Edge conference, and certainly your solution is solving some of these challenges around Grid Edge. So could you expand on some of those Grid Edge challenges that you're seeing and how you feel some of your solutions can solve that?
Absolutely. You know, at Grid we have a couple of other challenges. The most important, I believe, is that resiliency, reliability, sustainability.
Resilience, key word, right?
And on top of that, this extreme weather that impacting the grid. We had only this wildfire before in only California and Australia. Now we have this extreme weather that's causing wildfire all around the country. Even in Europe I hear, in Canadian, all around the world. And I believe resiliency is the most important part, and sustainability on top of that.
Yeah, so we've always wanted a reliable grid, and I think the grid, on the average, has been quite reliable.
It was, yeah.
But now we are looking at high impact, low probability, or maybe not so low probability events that are just knocking our grid out for, in some cases, days.
Yes.
And that's when we want resilience, right? So that keyword that you used. But we want it at a sustainable cost too.
Yes.
We want a resilient grid at a sustainable cost.
Absolutely.
So that's why what you're saying really resonates with me, and that's really what we need. We need more solutions that give us that resiliency at a sustainable cost. So looking backwards, you see, you know, the issues with some of these structures. You bring a solution to market. What about going forward? Like the 3 to 5 years going out there, what do you see as some of the other challenges that we as an industry need to solve, or in particular maybe GridWrap as well? Where are you going?
I think, you know, the industry, the trend is that right now there are lots of good solutions to address resiliency, reliability. Some of them is undergrounding. You can do undergrounding. Absolutely, this is a great solution, but it's a little bit expensive and also time consuming. And for next 3 and 5 years, I believe that we need to come up with some intermediate solution to get our long-term solutions. And our solution at GridWrap can be a kind of intermediate solution, give you some kind of a deferred, you know, construction for next 5 years, 10 years. And ultimately, I think it's ideal that you can, you know, have it, you know, The best case is that you have a wireless electricity delivery. If not, you will have undergrounding, or you can make it with composite or with steel. But we have to live with our 185 million poles we have right now in the US.
Yeah, that's a big challenge. Yeah, excellent. Well, I appreciate your perspective on that. That's good. So you're here in San Diego, that's
Yes.
right? You're actually headquartered here in San Diego?
Yes, we're based in San Diego.
Okay,
Yes.
very good. And so pretty natural for you to come to Grid Edge because it is here in San Diego. What's been your experience at Grid Edge? Is this your first time at the Grid Edge conference?
It is my second time.
Your
Actually.
second
We were
time.
them here last time, 2023.
Okay.
And it was very interesting because you will find the people in IEEE Grid Edge not only from utilities industry, but also from academia all around the world, not only from US. I met a couple of guys, they came from Europe, professors, students, and that's a kind of a great platform, not only meeting the utilities, but also you are learning new innovations from industry, from academia, from different peoples.
Yeah, well, I've heard that from a couple people that the spectrum of people we're getting. So you can go to some of the IEEE events, which are very, very good, but they're very specific
Exactly.
and a certain asset. And you can go to others that are more, say, utility oriented. But here you have the government agencies, the academia, you've got the utilities, you've got the vendors, consultants, of course, and you've got that spectrum talking about a specific area in the grid, right?
Absolutely, you are right.
Your solutions fit into that area, so
Yes.
what a great opportunity to connect at that level. Well, that's fascinating, and I'm glad to hear that you've had that experience here. So when you, let me just ask one more question before we go to concluding remarks here. When you're implementing your solution, I think you said you've implemented on not just wood poles, but also concrete poles, right?
Yes.
And not just in this country, but internationally. So you said you've got to meet people internationally here at this conference as well?
Yes, we met the people from Australia, from Europe in this event, yes.
Is that right? Okay. Well, that, again, another attribute of the conference that's been value to you. Well, I really appreciate your perspective there. Thank you for that. Do you have any concluding remarks
No.
for our audience?
Thank you so much for meeting you, talking friendly, and also thank you to IEEE Grid Edge committee, the team, that they did a lot of work. I know a couple of those guys.
Right.
They were working from maybe around 6 months ago, 9 months ago. They were planning the whole event.
Right, this doesn't happen
yes,
overnight.
Yes, shout out to those guys that did a great job.
Well, Davoud, it's been a pleasure
Thank
speaking
you so
with
much, Ben.
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
by.